What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bowler's Paradise. My name is Ben. I'm a USBC Silver Certified Coach, and today we're taking a look at the all-new Sublime Focus from 900 Global. Before we get it going though, be sure you subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to help us bring you the best non-biased and cross-brand reviews in bowling. So while you're down there, be sure you hit that notification bell too so you don't miss out on that next review. Taking the lead in the category for bowling balls that are probably good but definitely won't sell is the all-new Sublime Focus. Following the original and unheralded Sublime, this one features the same immersed AI core, but this time is wrapped in a solid version of the Reserve Blend 804 cover stock. So since this one has strong benchmark written all over it, wouldn't you guess it, I put a strong benchmark layout on it too. The 5x4x4 2LS layout on this one has worked tremendously well on a few recent solid symmetrical pieces, so I figured rinsing and repeating that same process would give this one from 900 Global its best chance to look great as well. And on the lanes, we got the bleeder I expected this one to be. Slow and steady wins the race with the Sublime Focus as this one digs in early and is smooth as silk off the spot. This one, just like the Ion Max, did require about 10 shots to start to do the right thing, but once it did, that easy to read and predictable motion down the lane happened on cue on every one of my good shots. And all that put together leads me to my favorite part about throwing this piece. Similar to the Sub-Zero Forge from Motive, the Sublime Focus shows much more continuation than expected on the shots where it looks like it's almost rolled out. Most often a shape like that lends itself well to throwing the pins left and right and not straight into the pits. So while that's a benefit to some players, I'm not sure if it's enough to offset the downside of this piece in that it just sits right in the middle of all the other Storm symmetrical solid options. Between the Phase 2, the Summer Descent, and the Optimum Idol, I'm just not sure how this one can beat those three well-acclaimed pieces, as the shape just isn't different enough unless you're a really skilled tournament bowler. But if you're hoping to thread the arsenal needle with the Sublime Focus, I'd recommend pairing it with an Ion Pro and a Lightning Blackout. The combination of the Sublime Focus and the Lightning Blackout would be a great 1-2 punch, as they'll both be in play in the same part of the lane, and then the Ion Pro gives you a completely different shape for when neither of those two work. It's a pairing of three options that, on paper, is pretty boring, but on the lanes is probably the recipe for a super high average. Jumping to our Crossbrand Comparisons, I first took a look at the Sub-Zero Forge from Motive, and here I see a piece that is just a touch more forward off the end of the oil pattern, but for the most part is quite similar to the Sublime Focus. It's fair to expect similar shapes as these two have the same core numbers, but with how the Forge lays off that little bit extra down lane, rev-dominant players are more likely to succeed with this one from Motive. Then I took a look at the Hazmat Solid from Hammer, and this one, just like the Sublime Focus, has a shape that looks like it's just not going to make it in the market very long. It's slow and boring, and it struggles to get through the front part of the lane as well. It's a niche style piece for speed dominant players, but limited in its effectiveness for most everyone else. But with that, here's my recommendations on the types of bowlers that I think would match up well with the Sublime Focus. The first is tournament bowlers. This is a sports shot ball through and through. I wouldn't be surprised if this one wins a PBA title this year. But to unlock the true potential of this one, you're probably going to need a high level understanding of ball motion to yield good and consistent results. The second recommendation is for balanced bowlers contending with high volumes of oil. I will say this one might outshine the other Storm symmetrical solids in one way, and that's in cutting through oil. So if you prefer to keep your angles in front of you and need something to beat a new heavy league shot this year, this one from 900 could do the trick. Now, it might not be for everyone, but in the right hands, the all-new Sublime Focus from 900 Global may make striking what you got. And you can pick this up today and much more at bowlersparadise.com. Be sure to use the discount code YouTube at checkout for free shipping. Thank you to my friend Ryan Shafransky for the drilling of this piece, and to Dale's Weston Lanes for letting us film this video. If you haven't yet, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more ball and product reviews. But as always, remember you guys, having the right ball in your hands, now that's a bowler's paradise. Peace.